Yo, what's up, guys? It's been a minute, not gonna lie. Been pretty busy, just getting into routine with school and stuff like that. So this video, I'm just gonna cover some stuff about Stoicism. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much an ancient Roman and Greek philosophy of life for a better quality of life, outlook on life, and just basically things like that. I'm gonna be going over that because I read some absolutely insane books about it, very life-changing view and outlook after it, and I think it could really benefit some of you guys. So first and foremost, shout out to How to Beast. He's one of my favorite YouTubers out there. And so basically I first heard about Stoicism from his channel, and he recommended a book that every single man should read called Guide to the Good Life, Ancient Art of Stoic Joy. I'll link it in the description also, and I'll talk about it. I'll actually show you guys the book also. So yeah, The Guide to the Good Life, Ancient Art of Stoic Joy, 10 out of 10 recommend. He got me on it. That's the book I first read that first got me onto Stoicism. And the most famous philosophers associated to Stoicism are Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. So yeah, they're all Stoic philosophers, like I mentioned, but Marcus Aurelius, he's the man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, he's the one that was a Roman emperor, one of the great Roman emperors who adapted this philosophy into his life, which like really made him successful, I guess. So the first principle of Stoicism, one of the main principles, I'm not going to go through all of them, but is this principle of hedonistic adaptation. And pretty much what this means is a lot of the time we have these goals that we set and we keep going towards them, and then we want more and more and more. And so we get bored. So we're just like pursuing something for a very long time and we get bored. So we stop pursuing it, you know? So pretty much what they say is you gotta learn to want the things you already have. So instead of taking things for granted, we gotta learn to really have that mindset of just what we already have to want it. And we can realize that we can change our situations, but we have to still appreciate what we have and like learn to want it either way. And then while working towards changing our situation. And one way stated by the Stoic philosophy to do this is negative visualization. And that way we are more grateful for what we have. So for example, we could take simple things for granted, like maybe shelter or food, anything, to be honest. A way of doing negative visualization is, okay, right now I'm in this house, I got shelter. If I negatively visualize me being like outside in the cold, in the rain, like instead of in my comfy bed at night, for example, then in your mind, you'll be more thankful, more grateful for having that bed, for having that shelter, as opposed to like being outside in the woods, freezing cold rain, you know? Pretty much building onto that, the Stoics also claim that this one's kind of like everyone talks about it, but still very important. So building off of that, they state that focus on what you can control. So if something goes down that's not in your control, some hurricane happens, you couldn't make it to some event, like, don't worry about it. You can't control it, don't worry about it, period. If you can control it, you can do something about it, then do something about it. If you can't, then you can't, period. So another main principle in the Stoics and Stoicism is pretty much dissatisfaction. There's no point in being dissatisfied. When you are satisfied with what you have, when you are satisfied with your life in general, then you will have joy. There's no point of dissatisfaction. You just got to be thinking in the present moment and just being satisfied, you know, because life is precious. And pretty much just being joyful in the moment will lead to more success than being unhappy until reaching a goal or something, you know? So like pretty much what they're saying is, if you are unhappy, if you have a goal set and you're thinking to yourself, I'm not going to be happy until I reach that goal, then you're not going to reach that goal. The chances of you reaching that goal are very, very small, because you won't be enjoying the process, pretty much, is what it's saying. While on the other hand, if you are joyful and satisfied during the process and just enjoying it in the moment, and not setting your, well, you can have goals, but not like being like, oh no, I'm just gonna be pissed off, not happy until I reach this goal. Then if you like have that other outlook, you just won't reach the goal. But if you're happy in the moment, you're enjoying the process, as people say, like, enjoy the process, then you will reach your goal. Another main principle of Stoicism is the concept of Amor Fati, which means love of fate in Latin. A big part of Stoicism is just like not worrying about the past or future events, not like being anxious about what's to come, and not overwhelmingly thinking about the past and how this could have been differently, how maybe I could have done this better, or this could have went worse, this and that. So pretty much might be self-explanatory, as it's called love of fate. You just kind of have to accept that everything that happens in your life was meant to happen and is fated to happen, and you have to accept that, and that pretty much should leave you like calm, as you accept that every little thing in life is fated to happen, and you just have to accept it, and that should give you peace of mind. Just checking out some dope trails while I'm recording this. Thought I'd take the opportunity instead of just sitting around and recording in like a boring ass room, you know what I mean? So there's way more that goes into Stoicism and Stoic principles. That's just some like literal few basic principles and points of it. So I really recommend reading the book Guide to the Good Life, the Ancient Art of Stoic Joy, and Meditations by Marcus Aurelius as well, even though that one's a bit more thorough and difficult to read. Once I get home, I'll also show you guys those books, how they look like, a few dope quotes from the books as well. But really recommend reading these, or looking into it, at least maybe watching some YouTube videos. It really sharpens your mind and your outlook on life, and it's very, very dope. To sum it up, those three main points were the hedonistic adaptation and negative visualization point that I was talking about, and then the satisfaction and enjoyment in the moment. And the third principle was the Amor Fati, love of fate. These might be like really basic, to be honest, but they're super effective in my opinion, and they helped me a lot. They might help you guys, they might not, but I just wanted to share, as it really gave me a better outlook and better control over my own mind, because I did not do a lot of these things before, to be honest. So I feel like I would always overthink things. So I'm pretty much going to finish off just showing you guys the books in general. So this is the Guide to the Good Life right here. I mean, I don't even have a cover on it, but it is, I mean, you can see that, I guess. This book, the one I was talking about mostly, very good book, 10 out of 10 recommend. And then here's the other one by Marcus Aurelius. Oh wait, by the way, I never even said the author. So I just looked it up. It's by William Braxton Irving, if you want to know the author's name. Here's the other one, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Now, this is not the only design. This book is very famous, so there's multiple different designs. This is the book by the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. And this is like, has all the basic principles of Stoicism as well. Yeah, this is his like most famous book, and it's very good, but it's also very difficult to understand. So yeah, I read it once, kind of skimming through it, like honestly barely understood anything. So I'm actually reading it again, just kind of reading a few pages a day so I could actually like thoroughly read it through it. Yeah, I definitely recommend this one too. Got some very good insight, very good specifics. Just going into the thought process of Marcus Aurelius and these like Roman emperors and philosophers, I think is very unique, very cool, and very helpful. So I hope that helped, guys. This pretty much wraps up this video about Stoicism. It's just something that I found very interesting and benefited me, so I was just hoping it could benefit you guys as well. Yeah, that basically wraps it up. I got a few more video ideas, and hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it helped. Y'all have a good day.